Hi, my name is Chong Shu. Today I'm going to talk about Sultan Sir Abu Bakar. He was the first Sultan of modern Johor, the 21st Sultan of Johor, and also the first Maharaja of Johor from the House of Temenggung. He was also informally known as the father of modern Johor, as many historians accredited Johor's development in the 19th century to Abu Bakar's leadership. He initiated policies and provided aids to ethnic Chinese entrepreneurs to stimulate the development of state's agricultural economy, which was founded by Chinese migrants from southern China. He also took charge of development of Johor's infrastructure, administrative system, military and civil service, all of which were modeled closely along Western lines. Abu Bakar was noted for his diplomatic skills, and both the British and Malay rulers had approached him for advice in making important decisions. He was also an avid traveler and became the first Malay ruler to travel to Europe during his first visit to England. In particular, Abu Bakar became a lifetime friend of Queen Victoria in his later years. Wan Abu Bakar was born on 3rd February 1833 in Istana Lama at Teluk Belanga, Singapore. He was eldest son of Temenggung Daing Ibrahim, and he was a descendant of Temenggung Abdul Rahman and Sultan Abdul Jalil Shah IV, the first Sultan of Johor's Bendahari dynasty. Abu Bakar spent his childhood years in his father's kampung in Teluk Belanga. At a young age, he was tutored by local teachers on Islam and traditional Malay law before he was sent to Teluk Belanga Malay School, which was a mission school. Under the guidance of the missionary teachers, Abu Bakar was observed to develop the manners of an English gentleman and the ability to speak fluent English in addition to his native Malay. Several British officers praised Abu Bakar for excellent diplomatic skills. Abu Bakar assumed office as the Temenggung of Johor within 3 days of his father's demise. During the first 2 years of his reign, Abu Bakar expanded the Chong Shu system pioneered by Daing Ibrahim. He issued Western-style contract river documents termed as Surat Sungai in Malay to the Chinese who had established riverside plantations along in Johor. Letters of authority were issued when the first Chinese leader began settling in Johor. Abu Bakar quickly established goodwill relations with the Chinese Capitan. He also employed the service of a Chinese contractor to oversee the construction of Istana Besar. A proclamation ceremony was held on 13 February 1886, whereby Abu Bakar made an official announcement on his adoption of the title Sultan in place of Maharaja. Abu Bakar toured England in 1866 with Dato Jafar and met with members of the English royalty, notably Queen Victoria and the Prince of Wales, Prince Edward. The Queen conferred Abu Bakar with the Knight Commander of the Order of the Star of India, which he valued highly. Abu Bakar was also the first Malay ruler to visit Europe. He mingled comfortably with the Europeans. The British governor, Sir Harry Ord, has once written to the Secretary of the State of Great Britain and described Abu Bakar as an English gentleman in his tastes and habits. Many state buildings which were constructed during Abu Bakar's reign were modeled after British Victorian and Moorish architectural styles. Abu Bakar placed the construction of these state buildings under close supervision and was often called in to lay the foundation stones of this building personally. A few of these buildings were named after Abu Bakar himself, notably the Sultan Abu Bakar State Mosque. Finally, Abu Bakar contracted pneumonia during his stay in the hotel. Shortly before his death in May 1895, Queen Victoria sent her personal physician to attend to Abu Bakar's medical needs, who was by then very ill when he arrived in London. He died on the evening of 4 June 1895. His body was even then brought back to Johor by an English man of war from Penang. A state funeral was given to Abu Bakar. Abu Bakar was often accredited as the founder of modern Johor. That's all about my favorite Sultan. Thank you for lending me your ears.